Wait.
And after
Don't have right now. Uzudi. MHG 6 to 7, 6 p.m. to 7 a.m. That basically. So, another one.
Updates on our today's visit to our indefatigable client, FreeNnamdiKanu, at the headquarters of the Department of State Service, DSS Abuja, where he is still being illegally and unconstitutionally detained in solitary confinement, as published by Barrister Biafra, dated today being the 28th day of November 2022. Today is Monday, to be precise. Wonderful people, men and women of good conscience, all of us of freedom all over the globe, we welcome you back once again to our news digest. This is coming from the desk of Nicky Bobby, where we bring you reliable news across Biafra land, Zoological Republic, Africa, and the world. Here we are going to give you the write-up as published by Barrister Biafra, as the legal team paid a routine visit to FreeNnamdiKanu. I quote, "We visited Onyendu today, 28 November 2022, at the DSS headquarters Abuja, to provide him with updates of pending actions on the appeal filed by the federal government of Nigeria at the Supreme Court against the judgment of the Court of Appeal, which discharged and prohibited further detention and all trial/prosecution for FreeNnamdiKanu. From every indication, the federal government has not demonstrated any willingness to prosecute the appeal. Rather, they merely intended to take advantage of the order for stay of execution to buy time and further detain Onyendu. But this evil scheme is dead on arrival. Now we have filed application to dismiss the appeal. The federal government will have no other availing strategy to rely on. Onyendu welcomed the robust strategy being adopted by erudite lead counsel Chief Ezekiel San in ensuring that the law runs its full course. The detail of this strategy remains publicly undisclosed. Onyendu, as usual, admonished Ezigbo Chineke to remain ever focused and always have their eyes on the ball. He advised that every distraction at this critical time must be ignored regardless of the quarter it is coming from. Characteristically, Onyendu thanked always Chineke for not letting him down. He is profoundly grateful for your common solidarity, love and loyalty, even as he continues to urge you all to remain law-abiding as you have always demonstrated. Thank you all. Ezigbo Chineke, remain blessed. We move. Signed, Sir Ifeanyi Ejiofor Esquire, KSC IPOB Slate Council, 28 November 2022. Unquote. This is the situation of things. The Zoological Republic, they want to continue holding FreeNnamdiKanu unconstitutionally, unlawfully, and illegally, because they have nothing to fall back on. That is why today they've not come up with the appeal they filed to prosecute it. This is what Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor is letting us to understand. It's letting the world to understand. It's letting all of us of freedom across the globe to understand the modus operandi of Nigerian government. This is what is going on. We are asking again, since the zoo have claimed that they have discovered oil in the north, what again is the problem? You claim that the resources in the entire Zoological Republic belongs to you. Nobody is coming to drag the oil in the north with you, as you claimed you have noticed, you have discovered. Beside the gold that you have been mining, extracting from Zamfara State till this moment, you have never brought it before the national coffer. You have never used it for the entire benefit of those in the Zoological Republic, even as regard to the economy as well as the governance. No, the Fulanis are taking it. But that put aside, going forward to what we are saying, this has crept in the eastern region, in Enugu, in Ebonyi State, in Anambra, in Abia State, in Imo State. All these are going on, where the Fulanese have brought in some Chinese. They continue with their bunkering, all the way from Enugu, all the way to Anambra, Imo State, Abia State. They are doing bunkering, oil theft. The Chinese, in combination with the federal government of the zoo. As if that is not enough, other mineral resources that is being discovered in Biafra land, the Fulanese, because they are on the helm of affairs, which means they claim to be the ones ruling the Nigeria. And of course, they are the one that is managing the government of the Zoological Republic. Today, all the mineral resources in Anambra, in Enugu, in Ebonyi State, they are the ones that are extracting it, mining everything. And that is why you see a lot of insecurity going on in Enugu State today, as well as Ebonyi State. You will see what is going on in a region, in a state, in a community, where the government will wake up and decide to put up 6 p.m. to 7 a.m. curfew. This is what is going on between Enugu State and Anambra, the road of Fokana and Udi in Enugu State and Anambra States. Our people, as soon as it is 6 p.m., no movement. Who are the ones putting up these things? They have constituted for themselves some vigilante group. Army is there dealing with our mothers, because they said, our mother says, the killing, the kidnapping that is being done by federal government through their army is enough. How can the army of a people, as they claim, will be kidnapping the youth of a particular locality, of a particular community, of a particular state? In this time, we are talking about the region in Biafra land. In Enugu State, over the weeks, it has been kidnapping, abduction, killing of the youth that is going on. Sometimes in extension to our fathers, our mothers, they are equally being deleted by the military through the command of the FG. Those who are really on top of it are the Fulanese. Now they have put up curfew. What's happened between 6 p.m. to 7 a.m. in this area? The mining will continue, the extraction of those resources will continue, the deleting of our youth will continue, because they claim they put up curfew. Nobody will come to checkmate, people will not talk. If they do anything, nobody will know. Where did they get these vigilante group that they mounted here right now? Does it mean that they just formed it within these few days? Was this vigilante group not existing before now? What was their job? This is to show you the plans of the Fulanese with their colonial master. When you talk about the British, the French, now Chinese, they are here. They focus on taking up our resources. Some of the youth don't understand what they are doing. Or it could be that they understand. They decided to wallow in their ignorance. If they recruit them, to use them as vigilante group to mount and to protect, to enforce curfew, have you asked yourself what's happened amidst these hours that they say they put curfew? Have you gone to those localities, to those communities that the zoo government, that zoo army are mining, that they are sacking the entire community? What are things that are going on there? Those youth will not ask, because of the 100,000 naira they receive monthly, some of them 150,000. At the beginning, the genesis of the UGM, those guys were really doing something out of their mind because they believe they came to defend the masses. They believe they came to avenge for some of their brothers, some of their sisters, some of their mothers and fathers, that is Zoological Republic forces. When I talk forces, I mean the military, the police, of course the SS, they are part of it, that they dealt with. So that is how those UGM came up. But today, as time progresses, the government, the governors from the East now hijack the UGM. So a lot of the UGM you are hearing today, they are sponsored, government-sponsored UGM. This is the situation of things. This is the reality of life in the Eastern region, in Biafra land. The politicians, the governors, are the ones sponsoring the UGM at this particular point in time for their own interests, in order to use them to pave way for their political ambition, hustling or rushing and being intoxicated for power. That is what is going on. So a lot of things you are hearing today, they are being perpetrated by the politicians in the eastern states, in Biafra land. Of course, it is the Fulanese that are pushing them. They have formulated various vigilante groups, which Ebubago was one of them, which from the beginning, we are telling you that Ebubago is the establishment of the FG. And I believe all of you have come to prove us right, because that is exactly what they are. Well, they have tried their best, and they have seen that the Ebubago will not be able to stop ESN and IPOB. Of late, the Commissioner of Police, or should I say the IG of Police, issued order that Ebubago should not be operating. But of course, we know what is going on, that these are the people that the FG is using. We must continue doing what we are doing, and what is that? To ask for our restoration, the restoration of our great nation Biafra, to ask for freedom. We are not succeeding in anything. We are self-determined people who cherish freedom, who cherish human dignity that has to be restored within the black race, in the black territory of Africa. This is what we are fighting for. FreeNnamdiKanu should be released by the Fulanese, by the FG. Are those Western governments who have supported these atrocities that is being melted by the federal government of Nigeria to FreeNnamdiKanu and to Biafrans? You really know what you are doing, and time will tell, because a point will come when you will not be able to contend it again. Nature is something that must have to pave its way, and that time is at the corner. When the British, when the French, even the US, all of you that have ganged up to suppress Biafra, that point is at the corner when you look around and say, if you had known, because wherever that happens, Biafra must emerge. We are Biafrans, and we maintain that on Biafra's soil, in Biafra land, that all of us owes our citizenship. Until Biafra is fully restored, we will not rest. Remain safe and blessed for those who believe in what we believe.